Hey Grimwade gang, I hope you're all well. Welcome back to another vlog. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling positive. And if you're not, you know what? Stick around. Today I'm off to an event that a friend has invited me to. And I just literally wanted to talk to you whilst I was walking through central London, because I know that sometimes we don't actually always feel positive. We don't always feel like we've got the energy or the inspiration to be able to tackle the tasks that might be ahead. I just wanted to share my heart with you. It's just me today, kids aren't with me. If you want to see a bit of this event, then please do stick around. I'm in central London. You may have heard of a venue called the Ritz, and I'm literally right outside it. You can see it's right behind me, up there. Yeah, that's a really special place that you can come to if you want to have like a really nice afternoon tea, which would consist of little sandwiches, scones, biscuits, or scones as you might want to say, biscuits, cakes, and also you can get proper meals there as well. I've never been there. To be honest, I'll be 100% honest with you, I never actually felt like I wanted to go there, but who knows? Maybe one day I'll go, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. So I'm just literally finding my way to the venue, and when I kind of know where I'm going a bit better, I shall be back. That is a nice piece of art. I really like that. By Connaught Brown. It's really pretty. All these interesting things you can find up London. Now I know where I'm going. So the event I'm going to is actually run by Mothers to Mothers, and it's brunch with Chloe Gill. If any of you have heard of the boy band called JLS, she's actually the wife to JB from JLS. We're good friends, and she's invited us to a brunch with her, which is always going to be a great time. So thanks so much, Chloe, for inviting me. Yeah, basically I was just going to say, like, why is being a mum the most amazing job in the world, but also the hardest? And I think that, you know, at every point in your life as a mum, you're literally posed with some sort of, you know, challenge. And for me, it's been filled with lots of joys, lots of occasions where, you know, your heart is just overwhelmed with joy and happiness, because the joy that you get from having a child versus the challenges is always outweighed, you know what I mean? Because the joy is just so much more than the challenge. But in the midst of the challenges, it can be so hard to keep going. It can be so hard to keep your mind, you know, switched on, keep your head screwed on, and just staying focused on, you know, I know this might be hard in the moment, but I know it's going to get better. Having little opportunities like this where you can meet up with other mothers, kind of have a good chat, let out some of your maybe stresses, or ask questions about what has helped other mothers in similar circumstances to yourself, or, you know, mums that might be in completely different circumstances to yourselves, but just a time to come together and encourage each other. It's just always such a good little pick-me-up. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to going. The restaurant is just over there, and I'm going to go in and take you guys with me.
Thank you so much for coming. I know everybody's juggling life, and I really, really appreciate it. Everybody's very special to me that's here. Love you all dearly.
We love you too, Chloe.
I appreciate my husband coming. He's just dropped a tour. Ladies, it's all about supporting the women today. But I am super excited to be working with Mothers to Mothers. We are, as a family, becoming ambassadors. We're the first families to become ambassadors of the community. I'm going to explain a little bit more in a minute because she's the go-to girl. But we are also doing a collaboration with Kids Wear Collective, my shot in the room. And we are doing an event on the 14th of March, I knew I'd forget, 14th of March at Fenwick, which you're all invited to, but I'll send you some details. It'll be in a goodie bag, but I want you to enjoy having a lovely lunch. Thank you for coming, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to hand you over to Emma, who is going to tell us a little bit more about charity. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for being with us. I really appreciate it. I'm Emma, and I have a really long title, but I'm essentially responsible for noise and money at Mothers to Mothers. And I know lots of you have already started to look us up, so thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chloe, for your incredible support of bringing such a fabulous group of women and a token husband today.
He loves it.
Oh, great. Yeah, he looked really, really miserable. So Mothers to Mothers was founded in 2001 in South Africa, and today we deliver life-changing health services to women and children across the continent in more than 500 sites in 10 countries. This fabulous charity has already reached 15 million women in the last 20 years, and of those 15 million women, almost 2 million of those women and children would not be alive today without Mothers to Mothers. So 1 million women are mothering and 1 million children are here because of the work of our mentor mothers. We've almost ended the transmission of HIV from mother to child. I say almost because we've ended it in the countries that we're in, and we need to be in so many more countries. And while we've been doing that, we've created 12,000 jobs for women who need them most, women who are living with HIV, who are stigmatised, marginalised and ignored in their communities, become community role models, become community healthcare workers. And what really sets us apart is our how we do it. And you know, I've seen the connections today. That's what Mothers to Mothers is about. It's about empowering one woman with the knowledge and information to change another woman's lives. And so since we started 20 years ago, we have fervently believed that the way to do that is by training, employing and paying the women who work for Mothers to Mothers to work as community healthcare workers. When we first started, everybody said they can just volunteer, they can just, you know, they can just volunteer. And our whole premise was, if we're going to have women change the world, they are going to be paid and they are going to be recognised and accredited for the work that they're doing. And that was a very, very unpopular opinion 20 years ago, but it's an opinion that we have held. And so every single one of those thousands of women that have worked for Mothers to Mothers have been paid, and of course have been able to raise the healthy families that they want to raise, as well as changing communities. These women are known as mentor mothers, and it starts with one extraordinary interaction after another. Every single one of the 15 million women we've served has been met by a woman just like them, living with HIV, who has said, I know how it feels to be in your shoes, and this is how I felt 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and this is how you will feel in the future. And that knowledge, that understanding of what it feels like to walk in another woman's shoes has transformed the lives of all of the women we work with. And it's so, no matter how complicated we make it in terms of the public health outcomes we have, it's as simple as one woman connecting with another woman and changing her lives. And that's how the model works. It's women-centred, it's women-powered, it's local. So in each of the 10 countries we work in, it's women who are driving the needs and saying, this is what we need to provide to the women around us. And what we know is that when women lead, communities get what they need, and that's what's so exciting for us. So what's next for us? We've reached over 15 million women and their families. We want to reach another 15 million in the next 5 years, and we want to train and employ even more mentor mothers to do that. We need to be in more countries than we're in, and we're constantly being asked to be in more continents than we're in. Why does this matter? I know lots of people think that HIV is done. It really, really isn't. The face of HIV is now that of an adolescent girl. More than half the people on the African continent are unable to access the healthcare they need. That's 600 million people every day without access to health. An African mother is 130 times more likely to die during pregnancy or childbirth than we would be if we went and had a baby in this country. And we have to address this. This cannot go on. And so what we need you to help us do is make noise and help us raise funds, because there is nothing that Mothers to Mothers works on that isn't entirely preventable. No mother need pass HIV onto their baby. All of the extraordinary early childhood development we do to raise healthy families, everything we work on is preventable. Adolescent girls do not need to have babies at the age of 10. Adolescent girls can choose when to stay in school until they can choose when to start families. They can understand what consent means. We are working at the most basic level of girls understanding what consent means, girls understanding bodily autonomy and the power of staying in school, and that's why we need your help. And so we are so excited to announce Chloe and JB and their families ambassadors. And I think, as I talked about the early childhood development, it's so exciting. As Chloe mentioned, this is our first family to support us constantly. You know, we're gearing up for International Women's Day. Rosie and I are doing an event together. People always say, what about the men at International Women's Day? And that's the right question. And so we're really excited to have a family emulating and showing what it takes to actually raise a future. It takes men and women, it takes whatever family creations to actually raise families and be really, really, really good role models, because so much of what we're doing now is raising the future. It's making sure that our job isn't done when a woman leaves the clinic with a baby free from HIV. If that baby is free from HIV and then succumbs to diarrhea or malaria 2 weeks later, our job isn't done. If that child becomes pregnant at the age of 12 and doesn't understand consent, our job isn't done. And so we need families to show what healthy families look like. And so we're so excited about that, and really helping them anchor themselves in our work, and obviously bringing their fabulous friends already. Thank you to lovely Rosie in her brand new role as creative brand ambassador for Hello Magazine. Divested herself of editor-in-chief. But thank you, Rosie, for your support for today, and for you, Max. And we're really excited about so many of the things that are coming up. Please follow us on our Instagram at Mothers2Mothers. If you haven't already, help us spread the word. So many people don't realise the kind of needs of the continent that we serve. So many people don't realise the needs of the women that we serve, and we need your amplification, your help in making sure that everybody understands that maternal health, consent, raising a family is not something that so many women can just expect to be their reality. So do post about your time with us today. Also, we've got a fabulous kind of campaigning couple of months coming ahead. Mum Strong. It's mum with a heart in it, because we work across Europe and North America. We've dealt with the whole mum battle with a heart. So keep an eye out for our Mother's Day campaign, which is launching in the next week. And be part of our movement. We need global voices speaking to the universal experience of motherhood, of parenthood, and really helping be the unstoppable force that shows, we know that mums can show what it takes to ensure that their child has what they need. We know that all of you have shown strength and resilience every day in raising a family, and so what we need you to do is amplify that for the women we work. So that's the noise we want you to make. In terms of the funds, we heard about the Kids Wear Collective. I know so many of you bought clothes today. Thank you so much for the partnership. So everyone who's donated clothes, that's wonderful. Keep donating them. The proceeds of that sale will come to us. If you are lost on the 14th of March, then please join us at Fenwick for the Kids Wear Collective launch. We're having brunch, and one of our extraordinary spokeswomen, Macaletso from Lesotho, will be there to speak about how your support enables us to do our job. I'm extremely excited because I'm going to be meeting her for the first time in Lesotho on Monday. And I think what is extraordinary is when you meet our mental mothers, you realise the barriers that they have to overcome to even provide services. So somebody like Macaletso has to climb a mountain every day, not a figurative mountain, but a real one, and wade through rivers just to deliver services. So by supporting us, you will become part of that ripple effect. If for any reason you can't do brunch on the 14th of March, then you can come and have a Mother's Day afternoon tea with us on the 14th of March. And if you're out of town on the 14th of March, we will somehow find you later. But thank you to Chloe, thank you to JB, we're so excited. Thank you to Rosie, thank you to all of us for being here. Ask lots of questions. There are so many people here who know lots about Mothers2Mothers. That be part of our movement. Thank you so much.
He loves a speech, so he can't resist.
But it's not my thing. It's not official. It's just been suggested.
Family.
That we should,
An anonymous source.
of course, and I always follow my instructions. That we should introduce ourselves. So I'm JB. Obviously, I'm Chloe's husband, amongst many other things. But I'm very, very pleased, obviously, that Chloe is almost fronting this opportunity. So very often it is me, but she's obviously always beside me with everything that I do personally, and it's great for her to be able to almost take ownership of something and to kind of front it on behalf of the family. So I definitely raise a glass to Chloe. You might regret this. Might be here for a while.
The one show can wait.
The one show can definitely wait. But
The one show is now coming to everybody at 9 p.m.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just kind of introduce all the people that I know. Obviously, Chloe can jump in. On the end, we've got Tia, who's a very close family friend, incredible mother as well. Has had her fair share of hardships. She's a woman of God that we very much share with her. And of course, she's very passionate about the work that we're doing here. She's a very close friend with her husband Marlon as well. Over here, we've got Marley, who's got many roles today. She's not quite a mother. Thankfully. Exactly. She's got a great one. She understands and she's doubling as Chloe's assistant today. We've got Samia. Samia is a very, very close friend of the family. She's helped us with many different things. We hung out and it stuck. We're basically like family, and we go way, way back. So obviously, big honour to have you here as well with us. Portia. Portia is a very, again, lots of friends down here. It is a big family. Some of you might know Portia in her own right. She's been involved in television and entertainment for many years. Of course, she's the other half to Oria Duba.
Let's not talk about it.
Happy to do that. But yeah, obviously, we're very, very pleased to have you down here as well. And then, do you guys want to introduce yourselves to Mother's Story?
And hopefully you've got from Stacey's family too.
I'm a member of the family, and you met them both years ago. I'm starting.
Everybody here is starting. But no, thank you so much, Emma, for being here as well. We really appreciate all of you guys supporting us and helping us.
You don't have to do a whole spiel on the table. It's
Love it!
It's really interesting.
You want to hear yours?
In the backdrop.
Well, I'll move over to this table. So, Fran here again goes way, way back. In some ways, I think that Chloe and her are very similar because Chloe's kind of, especially for myself with the work that I've done, been very, very instrumental in helping that happen. And of course, for Fran and for her family, for Ashley, for diversity, for all the stuff that she's done over the years, she definitely deserves commendation. It's true.
I'm going to hire him out, guys.
So thank you. Shosh has already been introduced, but Shosh again, similar to Samia, has been so amazing and so helpful and so supportive of us as a family. We really appreciate you. She even loaned us her house.
Oh wow!
And we had a fantastic experience as a family as a result. So
Amazing.
You'll always be appreciated by us. You know this. We've got Jess over here. Is again has become a family friend. We've actually got, as most people around the table, lots of different ties. She also doubles as an agent for both our children. So if you've ever seen them in or you've seen Ace in the various films that he's been doing,
Jess is the reason.
Both starred in BBC dramas and all that stuff. This is
All down to Jess.
there you go. So what was your name?
I'm Hannah.
Hannah,
yeah, I work with Josh.
See, there you go. So but Hannah's doing a fabulous job because she's
Well done, Hannah. Well done, Hannah.
at least I hope. She's working with Shosh, and I know what Shosh is like with the people she works with, so if that's anything to go by, then
That's a good thing. Well done, Hannah. Well done.
and then here we've got Ella.
Hi, Ella.
So Ella literally is family, pretty much.
Literally.
So actually she's cousins with Marvin, who you'll all know, obviously, is basically my brother, and a member of JLS, and in her own right, I forget the count, and please forgive me, it's 7 children.
7.
And it does deserve a round of applause because she does an incredible job with all of them. She homeschools. She literally has a family of superstars.
Oh, bless you.
Actresses, dancers and football players and everything. And as with many of the women around this table, she is the mastermind behind much of it. So
She is.
yes.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you for having us. Me.
You're welcome, Ella. Thank you. And then Chrissy, thank you, Chrissy, for being here again. Similar to Rosie, she's been incredibly supportive even of us from the very beginning. We also met on the same Juice retreat.
We did. Oh wow. Starvation.
Yes. Thinking of having some snacks on this retreat, it doesn't exist.
No.
Wow. So, but yeah, I mean, you've been, as I say, incredibly supportive of us, and thank you so much for being here. And yeah, being here for Chloe as well. And then Nicole.
Yeah, I'm a friend of Samir. I don't have 7 children, I have 1 child.
No competition, it's still good. It's hard work. Yeah, it's hard work.
My own business, and I also work in social media and with a social media company. So.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, so that note.
Thank you, Jamie girl.
You're welcome. I'm sorry, Natalie. My apologies. Well, we were just with Natalie. We were just speaking, and we were saying that your husband is it? That
Yes. Oh, I actually think I met you in the Brit Awards when it was
Amazing.
It's fantastic. And Rosie and they told me about Mothers to Mothers, and I thought.
We'd love to have Natalie here today. So
Amazing.
thank you for coming.
Natalie, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to having lots of conversations. But no, thank you so much. Spread grass to Mothers to Mothers.
Yes, so guys, we're here and we're at the whole table. We found out a load about Mothers to Mothers, and it's an amazing time to be with mothers and to encourage each other and to inspire each other and to support mothers that may not be as well off as yourself or myself and may not have access to all the things that we probably take for granted on a daily basis. But we'll put the link to Mothers in the description box. I'm just literally so proud to be able to be here to represent my family, the Grimwade family, and also really, really blessed and encouraged to see other people, making it their task and making it their job on a daily basis to help big mothers up and help us do the amazing job that we do on a daily basis. So yeah, make sure you go and check them out. We're gonna have brunch. Guys, the event is finished now and we had a lovely meal together, and it was just a nice time chatting, meeting new faces, catching up with old ones. But yeah, it's a really amazing charity, and like I said before, we're gonna put all the information for the charity in the description box below. Please make sure you give them a follow on Instagram, that you really support the work they're doing. It's been nice for myself to be able to come out and enjoy being at a lovely restaurant venue, enjoy some nice food, and literally just have that moment in time where you get to appreciate you are on the right path as a mum. No matter how hard it might feel on particular days, no matter how hard you're being on yourself, sometimes you need to just mentally just cheer yourself on and tell yourself that you're doing a really good job, because it is obviously, like you always have to say, the most rewarding title to have and job in the world, but also it comes with some of the hardest challenges at times. But make sure that you don't internalize things to the point that you can't cope, and then you just have a moment in time where everything just goes crazy, and you don't want to get to that place. You want to be able to share the hardships with other mothers. If you want to share them with me, please make sure you follow me on my Instagram, send me a message, and also make sure you're in community with other mums. I know it's not always easy to maybe see each other in person, but make sure you take time to be on the phone to each other, because it really is important that we share each other's burdens. So I hope that you've enjoyed this vlog today. I hope that you've learned something. I hope that you're able to make some new connections, support a good cause, and I look forward to you joining us on the next vlog. Love you lots. Take care, Grimwade gang. Bye.